Welcome to the Operations Evaluations Web Tool Training Series. In this training video, you will learn how to complete a Level 1 Traffic Operations Evaluation in the Web Tool. The Level 1 Traffic Operations Training syllabus includes the following: Training and Web Tool Requirements, Level 1 Traffic Operations Analysis, Level 1 Traffic Operations Analysis Walkthrough in a separate video, and your next steps. For this class, you will need the following: your web browser and this video, Level 1 Traffic Operations Training Guide. To follow along and access the Operations Evaluation solution, you will need the following: your Windows login credentials, two-factor authentication activation for OnBase through Ping, an account in the OnBase web tool created after you have logged in the first time, and the OnBase website shown here. This training video assumes that you have watched the basic overview and login video. If you have not logged in or watched the video, please do those tasks before you proceed. Before we get started, please note the following. When you start an analysis, you can save your progress at any time by clicking the Save icon at the top of the screen. You can also complete one location and come back another day to finish the other locations if analysis is taking some time. The system is designed to help get the analysis started, track progress, and report back to the project manager and RTRL. Every operations evaluation request submitted by a region engineer will have an optional, required, or automatic Level 1 traffic operations analysis assigned, except for a few cases. If there is an automatic Level 2 operations analysis, there will be no Level 1 analysis. However, all Level 1 tasks are required during the Level 2 analysis. If you see another completed analysis for other specialties, you can click the Recommendations tab at the top of the evaluation screen to see an active list of applied recommendations from other RTRs. Save frequently, and if you find that you do not have all the evaluation information, you can always come back to the analysis to finish it. A Level 1 operations analysis should take about 2 weeks depending on workloads and project characteristics. The Traffic Operations RTR is responsible for each of the following Level 1 traffic tasks: reviewing each request, project information, geometric information, travel time index data, planning time index data, peak hour traffic volumes, signing and striping, railroads, work zone safety, bike and pedestrian data, and overall safety data. Answering the Level 1 traffic operations questions and performing offline traffic modeling and analyses. Adding notes and relevant documents to the evaluation. Checking the system-generated patterns and recommendations for concurrence to add to the project recommendations list. And determining if a Level 2 operational analysis is required. After you log in and open the status view, click on the CDOT Operations Evaluation RTR group layout. Then click on the project that has the In Progress status to open the project evaluation window. The first step for a Level 1 traffic operations analysis is to review the project information. The Ops RTR also needs to review project information, geometric information, travel time index data, planning time index data, peak hour traffic volumes, signing and striping, railroads, work zone safety, bike and pedestrian data, safety data, and any other relevant information for the roadway segment. Once the project loads, be sure to review the additional or supplemental information and/or any notes. If the PM, RTRL, or other RTRs have loaded this, it can be found in the Documents and Notes table at the bottom of the window. Scroll up to review the due dates located at the top of the evaluation window. After reviewing the scope, we are ready to answer the Level 1 traffic operations questions for each location. Double-click on the first location to open the evaluation window. Each question in the system for each analysis is set at a default no answer. RTRs will only need to change the answer to yes for the questions that are specific for their project analysis. Click the pencil icon to edit the table. Location analysis will take quite a bit of time as you gather all of the pertinent information for your analysis and data. Each question requires gathering of offline data and performing engineering analyses. These questions are to ensure an RTR performs the required analysis for each project. There are 22 questions to answer and review. Select Yes for each question that data and project information support. Do not forget to save often. RTRs do not have to click on the Analysis Complete box yet. Only click this box when the analysis is 100%. RTRs must click Analysis Complete for any question that has a status of required. In this example, all the questions have a status of optional and do not need a checked box under Analysis Complete. Only check the box if you perform an analysis for optional questions. When you are done, click the pencil icon to stop editing the table. Scroll down in the analysis window until you see the Documents table. Here, RTRs can review all attached documentation and the original evaluation request. RTRs can also upload documents for RTRL and Project Manager review. Click on the green upward pointing arrow to attach documents. An attached document window will open. Files can be dragged and dropped into the dark gray area or select the Choose File button to load files. When the files are selected, click the blue Import button at the bottom of the window. If the import turns green, click X on the right-hand corner to exit the window. Files up to 25 megabytes can be imported. If a project has a large number of files, or files of a large size, we recommend including a memo with embedded links to view the files. Scroll down to the Notes table. RTRs can add notes for the RTRL or project managers by clicking the green plus icon at the top of the table. Write the notes in the Note text field and then click on the Save and Close icon to close the window. Scroll down to the Patterns table. If you have answered yes to certain Level 1 traffic operations questions, patterns will appear. If the Patterns table is still blank, click on the Refresh icon to populate the table. If there are no patterns after refreshing the table, you can skip to the recommendations review steps. Click on the boxes to select which patterns and recommendations apply to your project. As you see below, there can be multiples of the same recommendation. In this example, it is access modifications. We recommend only agreeing with patterns and recommendations that specifically apply to the project. Once you are done, click on the pencil icon again to stop editing the table. Scroll down to the Recommendations table. If you have agreed to certain patterns in the steps above, recommendations should populate in the Recommendations table. If the Recommendations table is still blank, click on the Refresh icon to populate the table. If there are no recommendations after refreshing the table, you can add your own recommendations or complete the analysis. Be sure to give enough details and supporting documents to justify each recommendation. Detailed descriptions are critical for project managers to understand what the recommendations mean and to differentiate between similar recommendations. Click on the pencil icon to edit the table. All the recommendations have a default decision of agree. You can leave that as your answer or change your selection to disagree. For each recommendation with an agree decision, we recommend you add a specific description, including information that will help the project manager implement the recommendation. Descriptions are very important, especially if you have duplicate recommendations. You can also add your own recommendation to the table by clicking the Add New Row button and then adding the pattern, recommendation, and description. Type in NA for the pattern field unless there is a technical pattern to use. After you add your recommendation, your description can include important notes and mile marker information. Click on the pencil icon again to stop editing the table. Click once on a recommendation to select it. Groups of recommendations can also be selected if needed. If and only if an RTR wants a recommendation to apply to all locations, click on the Apply Recommendations to All Locations icon on the far right side of the table. Do not click the icon for all recommendations. Doing so could cause a duplication of recommendations and lead to confusion for the project manager. When the Level 1 Traffic Operations Analysis for a location is complete, click on the Analysis Complete icon on the right side of the screen. This must be done for each location. Click the Save and Close icon at the top of the screen and repeat the analysis steps for each location. Each time you complete an analysis of a location, the system saves the date and time of the completion. You can click the Refresh button at the top of the screen and the location analysis table should update if not already showing a date. This will help you remember when each location is finished. When all locations are complete, find the Completed Entire Analysis icon on the right-hand side of the screen. Click it and start the completion process. A new window will appear asking if a Level 2 analysis is required. If any location analysis warrants a more extensive Level 2 analysis, you would pick Yes. If not, you would pick No. The window will close, and you are now done with your Level 1 analysis. Click the Save and Close button at the top of the screen to close the evaluation window. The software demonstration walkthrough is a separate video located on our Learning Lane site. It is available under the Operations Team group. Your next steps. Once you have logged in for the first time, wait for your notification that your roles are set up. If you are a project manager, view our PM training manuals and videos on Learning Lane. If you are a Region Traffic Representative Liaison or Region Traffic Representative, view our training manuals and videos on Learning Lane. There is more information at our website, the training site, and more information is also available through the Operation Evaluation Web Tool administrators. Please contact an administrator with any questions you may have. Their contact information is listed here.